Yo, yo, yo. Your boy SRG Pope Easy. Back again with another one, man, today. My bad. I was supposed to make a couple more videos today, but nigga fell asleep off that good smoke, man. But yeah, then, man, today we're gonna be talking about when I first got put on. Like, some niggas got out the mud, some niggas got put on this shit, but I got it out the mud. But it so happened, cause it's crazy, like, everybody around me was getting put on and shit, you feel me? I'm like, damn, I always gotta get shit out the mud, this and that, which just ain't nothing wrong with it, but yeah, why is everybody else around me getting put on and I don't get put on? I got, like, hustle to, you know what I'm saying, get shit. I'm out here hustling hard to, you know what I'm saying, get what I had, you feel me? But peep game. One night, I'm on my nigga Bendino's cooling. Man, this was back, I'd say, 08, 09, you feel me? Mother cousin's cooling. Nigga thinking of a way to come up, you feel me? So, my mama, she got this friend, she was going fucking with this one nigga at the time to where OG nigga, RIP to him, but OG nigga. I'm call him JW, you feel me? Call him JW. Rest in peace to him, but this nigga, he used to fuck with some motherfuckers who was like real heavy with the weed and shit, you feel me? This is where, like, Doja just came out, you feel me? Doja just came out. We like, I ain't gonna say just came out, but like, us, we like just started really, really smoking gas, you feel me? Like, we was smoking like mid, and you know what I'm saying, Reggie, if a nigga got that shit, but it was like every blue moon niggas was smoking gas, you feel me? Like, I wouldn't say every blue moon, but the mid was so plentiful and the shit was nice, like, niggas really didn't have to buy the gas, you feel me? So peep game. And gas back then, what, half quarters was 60, and quarters was like 100 to 120, you feel me, back then, of gas. But peep game, dude would get this shit for free. The nigga JW would get this shit for free from one of the nigga motherfuckers he be fucking with and shit. But when they would give it to this nigga, what's so fucked up, dude, he never fucked with the smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't smoke weed or none of that, like, he ain't knock that shit, none of that shit, you feel me? Like, he would just have that shit and I guess, like, give it away to certain motherfuckers. I'm like, what? Like, so this certain night, nigga, like I said, nigga, I'm thinking of a different little way. I'm like, damn. Cause babe, I told you, I came up like, we was jacking niggas and shit, you feel me, man? My little clique, we was not SRG, like, I had my own clique outside of SRG, you feel me? And me and my little clique was just straight jacking my shit, you feel me? Everything. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out a different, you know what I'm saying, way to, you know what I'm saying, get through the week and shit, you feel me? Because niggas like nice clothes, all that shit. So, my mom, Deuce, called me. She asked me, did I want some smoke? I'm like, hell yeah. She was like, here, pull up. Yeah. Well, she told me that usually, like, when my Baba used to say it, she used to give me, like, a zip or two, you feel me, for free. You feel me? So, I'm like, shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna run over, you know what I'm saying, grab this, man. I ran. If y'all niggas know, I put it like this, I ran all the way from Broadway right there by Dino's. You feel me? Niggas know where Dino, the gas station. Nigga, I ran basically from Dino's all the way to back Johnson Middle School. You feel me? Cause that's where Mom Dukes and them was, over at Johnson Middle and shit. So I goes over that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Me up with Mom Deuce and Dude, you feel me, OG. Yeah, like this nigga put, it's like I said, I ain't know it that shit at first, but like I said, it's my first time seeing this shit. Man, this nigga pulls out a garbage bag. Nigga, I'm talking about them the big garbage bag full of, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, shit. Hook a nigga up. First he had like, he had me 2 zips already ready, but I'm like, when I seen the shit that he had, I'm like, damn, what you want to sell this shit or something? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Go knock this shit to me or something, cause I'm like, I can move way more than 2 zips, quick, easy. So this nigga was like, for real, I don't really sell that shit. He was like, I'll just be giving it away to certain motherfuckers I fuck with and I know. So I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. So I don't know if dude was fucking with that shit though, like you know what I'm saying? That shit bumping and shit back then. So I was like, man, here I got $200. You feel me, man? I was like, even though you giving it to me for free, take his $200, man. Put some money in your pocket, and then go ahead and give me all that shit, man. This nigga gave me like, it had to be like 2-3 pounds. You feel me? 2-3 pounds worth of, you know what I'm saying, smoke. And back then, that was a lot for like a young nigga, 15, 16, 17 years old. I was 17, I think, 17, 18. I was 17 at the time, you feel me? Matter of fact. And this shit happened, you feel me? So, bro, when he gave me that, I'm like, you feel me? Brad, go back over cousin's house, my nigga Bandino. So, I'm like, shit, for real. I'm so happy at the time, you feel me? I'm ready to run all the way back. So, Mom Dukes was like, hell nah. She was like, Mom Dukes so play. She was like, hell nah, I'm ready to call you a cab. She was like, you don't need to be walking back with that, you feel me, with you anyways. I'm like, cool, good looking. That's even better, you feel me? So, calls me the cab gets over here. Y'all tell me why. I don't know if y'all see that movie 3 Strikes, but it's just on my kids, cuz when the cab driver pulls up, for one, when I walks outside, I heard music and shit. I'm looking around like, who's playing that music? I'm talking about, dude had to have like 212s, you know what I'm saying, either 215s in his trunk. I'm looking, what the, nigga, it's the cab driver, y'all. There's a nigga, so I get there, I'm like, that dude smoking a black and shit. I'm like, oh, shit's up, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's a nigga, like, you feel me? So, I'm like, hey, fam, you smoke weed? He was like, because I seen him smoking a black. So I so happened to ask, I'm like, shit, fam, you smoke weed? Matter of fact, I was 18, y'all. Because I ain't started smoking till I was around 18 years old, you feel me? Like, really, really smoking. I would just get buddy and shit, you feel me? Like, I would hit blacks and shit every day out of there, but I ain't really smoke weed like that because I was getting buddy. But yeah, me and dude was like, yeah, I smoke woo. So this nigga and I listen to Gucci and shit. We rides till he drops me out to my destination or whatever. When we got there, we finished smoking the weed or whatever. End up getting dude's number because, you know what I'm saying, this nigga was cool ass nigga. So I'm like, here, take my number, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shop with a nigga, this and that. Like, cool nigga, I guess out the car, man, I'm telling you, I wish I had a camera, y'all. This motherfucker was so cloudy. It reminded, like, the only thing that kept popping up in my head was the movie 3 Strikes. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. Like, for one, like, it's crazy, 2 things. Like, my mom Deuce calls a nigga, pick boom, that happened. Man, next thing you know, this funny ass shit happened. Then the nigga got music in his cab. I ain't never seen that shit. Music in the cab. Man, that shit killed me out, man. I was tripping like a motherfucker when I seen all that. Y'all, like, that was one of the funnest nights. Because when the nigga dropped me off and shit, I goes over cousin. Man, this nigga smoking, you feel me? I'm talking about, we went to the store, we got raw cones. Now I take that back, raw cones wasn't even out yet. We was smoking like different papers and shit, you feel me? We had papers, backwoods, Philly cigar blunts, nigga. We had swishers, every fucking thing you can think of. We rolled in everything. You feel me? Smoking it, like trying different little, you know what I'm saying, things we could roll our weed up in. You feel me? The bong, everything. We was back then we had like money and shit around that time, a little money around the time. So we went to go buy, like, we was buying Moscato, throwing the Moscato in the fucking bone. I don't know why, we were just trying different shit out, you feel me? We used to throw Moscato in the fucking bones and shit and smoke that shit. You feel me? But peep game. Nigga, it's so crazy because a little bit before that, Bandino, what's it been? Ooh, nah, it's Lil Cuz. Lil Cuz, the one I be telling you about Lil Cuz. Damo. This nigga had came up because a little thought bitch that he was fucking with in school, stole some smoke from her brother and shit, and ended up giving it to Cuz, because Cuz was like, this nigga's a pretty boy, so this nigga, he had a whole lot of girls and shit, but he mainly had all the thoughts and shit too. And this nigga had ended up getting the thought bitch to give him all the smoke and shit, and Cuz had put me and Bandino on. So before I let me and Cuz had the sex, so we had a little money off that, but that shit was starting to die out. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done spent that shit. Like, we didn't even save that shit. We just saved a little bit, spent the rest of that shit. And you know what I'm saying? We sold out all the smoke. We didn't have no good plugs or none of that shit at the time. You feel me? But we had no, you know what I'm saying, decent plug. Motherfuckers really did what consisted of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, we sometimes, like I said, we would smoke that shit, sell that shit. Then sometimes we'll re-up, sometimes we can't because we ain't got no consistent plug. We ain't have no consistent plug or whatever. So, ooh-wee. Nigga gonna smack your mama. But look though. So, when we got these motherfucking little people, but hold on, let me rewind it back a little bit. So when we in her smoking and shit, I ain't ever forget about this. We smoked so much, me and Bandino, this nigga, we smoked so much fucking weed that night. Like, this nigga threw up. I ain't never seen nobody like throw up off of weed, you know what I'm saying? Coughing so much the way they like threw up off of weed. I seen like niggas coughing. And it, like you almost throw up, you feel me? Spitting, but I ain't. Before all that, I ain't never seen no niggas throw up off weed. We smoked so much, nigga threw up off that shit a whole lot. Nigga, I was recording when I was in that rolling like a motherfucker. But yeah, a little bit after that shit, we was hustling this shit around where Cuz stay at, you feel me? We had all that little area on lock, you feel me, at the, you know what I'm saying, time that we had all that shit in. And I would just keep going back to dude that had the, you know what I'm saying, and I would just keep getting it from him because he had that big ass garbage bag. And then after a while, since he seen me kept going over, coming to him getting the smoke, and he really, like I said, usually he'll give that shit away, but this time, like, I don't know if he was fucking with the motherfuckers he was fucking with that he usually get his shit away to, but he wasn't. Because every time I would go over, this nigga would have the same smoke in that fucking garbage bag. And this shit was like, actually, I'm thinking it's like mid, but this was like when, it was like some baby dro, you feel me? Like some baby gas. So, that shit, every time I get it, that shit'll go quick. You know, I'm smoking my little smoke sack and selling all the shit that I got. And I'm having to come back in the next couple of days to re-up because the shit was so good, you know what I'm saying? So I was the first nigga around like where I'm from, or like I ain't really never seen niggas do this shit, but I was one of the first niggas carrying Gucci bags and Louis bags and shit around, like with I had smoke and shit in man, and you know what I'm saying? I used to carry my little pistol with, well, I ain't put the pistol in white shit in the bag and shit. I used to always put the weed and shit in the bag. But nigga, I was one of the first niggas that, well, I wouldn't say the Gucci bag. I seen a couple niggas with Gucci backpacks, but nigga, I had Gucci backpacks like around the niggas that I was around and shit, niggas that I knew. I was the first niggas wearing, I was the first nigga wearing Gucci backpacks and carrying Louis backpacks and shit like that. I mean, Louis bags and shit with weed or either money in them motherfuckers, you feel me? So, I bought raps or something, you feel me? Because we used to go rap and shit all the time, but yeah, man, that's my story about where I first got put on, you feel me? Like I said, I used to look around, everybody would get put on, motherfuckers, I'm like, damn, why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But dude was, you know what I'm saying, real cool with Bob Dukes. And he said he had been getting that shit, you feel me? But this night he so happened to think about me, you feel me? And end up calling me and asked me did I want some smoke, you feel me? And I'm like, I got some money and shit, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying, got a lot. He's like, nah, I'm gonna give that shit to you for free. I don't come and get it. I'm like, ah, man, like, that was one of the, you feel me? That was one of the days, you feel me? I was like, yeah, like, I can't fuck this shit up. Like, even though a nigga smoke weed a lot of shit, like, a nigga can't fuck this shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's so fucked up, he had, I don't know what happened to the dude that he was getting the shit from, but that shit slowed down. And that shit, after that slowed down, you already, if you know, you feel me? I ain't had no, like, decent plug and shit, so I moved on to selling dope and shit, you feel me? Like, I wasn't really selling the weed. I was just smoking that shit, you feel me? So, next story I got for y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all where I first started doing that shit, you feel me? Like, the shit I had to go through selling that shit, that's why I don't fuck with that shit no more. Like, I ain't done that shit in years, you know what I'm saying? Sold that shit in years, so, like I said, man, SRG Poe, y'all like, subscribe, get in that comment box, y'all comment, you know what I'm saying? New page on the way. All love, big love, you feel me? So, y'all be ready for that motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers stay godly out there, man. All my sisters and brothers. You feel me? Y'all stay godly, y'all stay safe, you feel me? Stay sticked up, you feel me? I don't give a fuck about nothing. Stay sticked up, cause shit's getting wicked, you feel me? But yeah, 100, I'm out. Real nigga.